Alright, so Season 13 has officially been revealed, and it is themed after villains. It's a really interesting and unique theme idea, but I feel like it really fit well for Halloween, but regardless, there's some really cool seasonal items. And yeah, we're going to be reviewing those items in this video. So Simo tweeted out a few days ago saying Season 13's theme will be after villains, and eager to see what you would create with this criminal themed season. So Simo gave us a better idea of what he really wanted for the season. So he's over here, only the best criminals turn into supervillains, hated by all and full of the advanced gadgets up their sleeves. What supervillain themed items might you create? Read down below, and this is just all, the details about, what you might win and stuff, and all the requirements are right here. So first, we're going to be starting with vehicle. So the first one we got here is by Pato Solo right over here. They have a Season 13 submission called Bone Breaker. I like that they actually put some sort of like a parachute right over here on their first image. Here is the front of their creation and also the back of it. The next one we got over here is by Sharky Cat, and this actually got quite a lot of upvotes. It's called the Overlord, a massive luxury car fit for an evil villain over here. And I think this fifth image looks the best. Like, look at that. Wouldn't it be really cool to drive around that thing? Anyway, it does have 6 tires, so if this does make it into the game, I think this will be the first vehicle with like 6 tires in the game. This is compared to like the Camaro. Like, look how big of a difference that would be. Anyway, Sharky Cat has won before, so this could be a possibility. Anyway, I'm giving this an upvote right here. Alright, the next one over here I think is one of my favorite submissions so far, and it's called The Bandit. And if you're not getting the reference, it's actually referencing the movie Bad Guys. It was released this year, so it's a recent movie, but take a look at this. I really love the time they actually spent to actually make this. It's really a vehicle that I think fits the season theme really well, and they put like a bunch of police cars behind it. Yeah, just look at that. I like this one. Alright, giving this an upvote. I believe this is one of the most upvoted ones actually. Alright, next one. Okay, whoa, it just keeps on getting this season. I just gotta say, this season just blows me away. I love it over here. This is by Plasmaza, and it's called The Armageddon, a Season 13 submission. But I just love like how crazy this looks like. Look at all the spiked tires, and we also got fire like coming out of it as well. This also seems to take a little bit of some inspiration from the Rattler I see, but I really like it. I really do. Shadow Samurai also gave it a thumb of approval, so look at that. I'm giving this an upvote, definitely. Oh, just look at that. Now, this is a really cool looking screenshot. Anyway, if this does not win, like this should be one of the top contenders for winning. This one and also the one before it, I think will be one of the top ones that actually might win it. Alright, the next one is called The Spar, and it's decked with missiles. It's also based off the Lamborghini Marzel, and it's also refreshed over here. I saw someone in the comments actually say that this looks like the GTA Tower Door, and I'm gonna pop it up on screen if that's what it looks like over there. Anyway, it's called The Spar over here. It's refreshed. I also like how they introduced a missile effect, so it looks like there's multiple missiles. I mean, missiles feature, so there's a missiles feature on this thing. And yeah, community creators could add like special effects and like features, but the features are not really guaranteed to make it in. Like, I think Shadow Samurai for the Goliath last season, well, it's actually the season 12, it didn't really make it. They just put a minigun instead, but otherwise, I like this creation. Alright, next one we got the Tyrant. It's by Ichalon, the meanest car around for Season 13. And yeah, I feel like the fire effect is really common. I think we've seen multiple vehicles actually use it. Anyway, looks like there's 20 images right over here. Okay, we're gonna go scroll through it because there's 20 of these. There's a lot of images. Here's the interior of it. Oh, I like that. The gear shift is actually like a skull. I think that is a unique idea over here. Anyway, here's like it in blue. Okay, here's like the creation, I guess, in Blender. I think this actually might be a top contender for winning, like, the Season 13. Like, this could be one of them. So yeah, I'm giving this upvote. Ichalon makes really good creations, so I wouldn't be surprised if this also wins. So this actually might win as well. Alright, next up we got the Jailbreak DeLorean dude. This is called the Requin, and it is, well, they say over here, lead the ways of crime and inspire fear against your enemies. Season 13 submission. Okay. Here's what it looks like on the side over here. And they also put the boss right there. But I think it's a really well modeled submission. He also has another submission, so I'm going to show you, which I also really like. But this one, it's okay, it's okay. All right, the next one we have this is from the Goose with Noose over here. It's called the Trickster, and it's basically modeled after the 1980s Batmobile over here. They also said in the comments that they want it to look like old school, like old Jailbreak. So I like how they designed that and incorporated that into their design over here. It also has 385 upvotes, which is also one of the most upvoted. It's a pretty high amount of upvotes, and I like what they did here, so I'm giving this an upvote. Alright, next up we have this. It's by Zuba2Su. You may have seen this already because Zuba also did this like as 4 months ago, so that's 600 upvotes over here, but I think they re-uploaded this. I'm not really sure if they made any changes or anything, but this does, yeah, they actually said remade, so they put some changes into it, but if you recognize this, it's because they uploaded it like a few months ago. Zuba also makes some really good creations, so I think this could actually challenge a few of those, but really, I mean, this is a re-upload. I don't really remember if a re-upload really has won or something, but you know, it does count as a submission, and I really like this one, so I'm giving it an upvote. Alright, here's the one that I really like by the Jailbreak DeLorean dude over here, and they actually made this 2 months ago, and they've actually submitted this, and this actually has a lot of upvotes. It's 876 upvotes, however, it was made like 2 months ago, but they submitted this, and it's called the Reaper Bike, and it definitely fits the theme a lot. Ready to serve justice once again, and looking hotter than ever. It incorporates that fire effect you see right there. And I think a lot of community creators are using that nowadays, and there's 12 images over here. I also like how they put a Zemo on this, yes, and oh, it can also be blue as well. I don't remember seeing this from like 2 months ago, but I really like this one. This is my favorite one from Jailbreak DeLorean dude. Anyway. Next up, we got this from Mr. SSR. It's called the Punish Rod Roadster of Order. It has 648 upvotes, which is a lot of upvotes, and Mr. SSR definitely makes some really, really cool looking designs over here. It's really well detailed, I have to say, and oh, they have model info too, so there you go, there's my upvote. Alright, now we're going to be moving to furniture, you know, vehicle items, those type of submissions. We're done with vehicles, now we're going into that, and I gotta say, there's some really cool submissions, so let's go into it. Alright, the first one over here, we got the Halcyon Rims. It's this also has Radiant Purple equipped over here, submitted for Season 13. I think these are really epic looking rims over here, so there's my upvote. Next one, we got the Harpoon Gun. It's Season 13 over here, submitted for Season 13. And, you know, it fits the villain theme. It really fits it a lot. It'll be cool if it's usable, but obviously I don't think it's going to be usable over here. And it's original idea. Haven't seen anyone use this, so I like it. Next one. Here we go. We got the Mechanical Saw spoiler over here. Has 187 upvotes now. And yeah, this fits villain season. I feel like for this one, it'll be cool if that chainsaw is actually moving, so if Asima actually does implement this in the game, that would be my only suggestion, but otherwise, amazing creation. Now this is literally what I would expect for villain season. It's by Plasmaza, and it's called the Plasma Ray Wing. Now this for villain season, you know, I would just expect something like this. This fits it like exactly. So this does not like I accepted. Like I don't know what to expect, but this literally fits it a lot. All right, here we go. So we got a barrel of TNT. You know what? I think this is a really detailed creation, and yeah, this should actually win as well. It's also like Plasmaza again. Next up, we got the Deadly Laser spoiler, Season 13. Are you ready to get rid of your enemies? And this is the Deadly Laser spoiler. And yeah, there you go. There's my upvote. Next up, we got this. It's called the Coffin Bed, and you know, it's for villain season. I think it fits this theme, so there you go. Also, that's RIP right there as a coffin. All right, next up, we got this over here, the villain tires, and it literally fits the season. It's called the villain season, so it definitely fits it. Also, a fun fact: this Jailbreak agency actually made the DatBrian tires, so thank you very much for doing that. Next up, we got this. Oh, that's a bunch of upvotes, 426 now, and it's by the Jailbreak DeLorean dude. It's called the Boss Desk, and I think this is my favorite furniture item so far. It would really fit well with my hotel apartment in Jailbreak. If I had this, it would fit well for like a reception desk, so I would really like this. And it's just a boss desk, you know, show off who's truly boss in the room with this fine piece of furniture. Really well done, Jailbreak DeLorean dude. And, you know, look at that. There's a quill right there. I think that's like where your name tag goes. There's, you know, a piece of paper and this really fancy chair. So yeah, this should definitely get in. Please actually put this in. Next up, we got this over here, stolen cash. It's a bunch of cash in like a case, and it seems to be like flowing out of it. So that's it. Next up, we got this. It's called the Stolen Cash. Also has quite a lot of uploads, and it's basically, you know, some cash that's like flowing out in a briefcase. Something you would expect for villain season. So yeah, fits the theme. All right, this is by Ichalon. Ichalon always makes some really nice skins, and we got this, the Flames of Malice over here. It's a texture for season 13, a very high quality skin. Next up, we got this over here, the Master's Desks. Plot all your heists here. It's like a very high tech, you know, computer over here. There's like 5 screens, so look at that. All right, this actually might be my favorite item so far with like the furniture and stuff, and this is called the Saw Blade Rims. Now, this is from Plasma. They've actually made so many items, I feel like. They made a lot. And for the final ones, we got this over here, the Freeze Machine. Freeze your enemies, and, you know, for villain season, maybe. I don't really know what kind of super villain would actually fit that, but yeah, I probably haven't watched that many super villains. Maybe Frozone from, like, Incredibles, but okay, anyway, moving on. And lastly, we got this by Speed Queen, the Hell Antlers Spoiler. It's a garage item, and yeah, that's by Speed Queen. We're wrapping this up with Speed Queen right over here. I think this is Radiant Orange right over here. Really fits well with that. And I think that's it. And there you go, Speed Queen. I'm going to give you a vote. Anyway, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching today's video. Tell me what you guys think about the submissions down below. I'll probably try to make another submissions video going over the new ones, because there's a lot of new ones. Once I make this video, there's going to be a ton of more that are really good, and those actually might win as well. But let me know what is your favorite down below in the comment section. What do you guys think is your favorite? Let me know below. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you all later. Bye!